Yes, my name is Kathu and welcome to my channel, Learn Maths with Kathu. So, in our last lesson, when you're learning how to add whole numbers, I left you with one question for practice. If it doesn't ring a bell, I'll leave the link in the description box below so that you're all on the same page. Okay, what was the question? Work out this plus this plus this. Okay? So the first thing that you need to remember when you're adding numbers with more than one digit is that you need to first arrange them vertically. Okay? So let's start with the first number. Let's now arrange the numbers in order of their place values. Okay? So I'll start with the first number, this number here. Okay? So we have 4, 3, and 6. That number we have 9, and 2 is in the hundreds place. Okay? The last number we have 2 in the ones place, 4 here, 5, 9, and 7 is in the 10,000s place. Okay? So let's now arrange the numbers vertically so that we can add them. So when we arrange them vertically, we'll have the same thing. We'll write the same thing here. 9, 4, 3, 6, 9, 5, 2. And this other one is 2, 4, 5, 9, and 7. Okay? Okay, and you need to ensure that all the ones should be in one column, tens on its own column, hundreds like that. Okay? So, okay, for today you can replace the empty spaces with 0. Okay? So you can write the zeros or you can choose to write the zeros in your mind. So for today I'll write the zeros physically. So we have a 0 here, 0, 0. Okay? Okay. So let's work out the digits on the ones number place. Okay? 9 plus 9 plus 2 is 20. Okay? So you carry 2 to the next number place on your left. Okay? Okay? What is 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4? 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 is 15. So 5 carry 1. Okay? 1 plus 3 plus 2 plus 5 is 11. So 1 carry 1. Okay? 1 plus 6 plus 0 plus 9 is 16. So we have 6 carry 1. Okay? 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 7 is 8. Okay? So we'll write our 8 over here. Okay? And that's more or less, so the answer to this question is, put a comma there. This is the answer to that question. Are we together? So that's more or less everything you need to know about addition of whole numbers. Okay? So now that we've answered that question, we can go through what I wanted us to talk about today. Today I'd like us to talk about subtraction of whole numbers. Subtraction of whole numbers. Okay? So have we realized that this term, whole numbers, is very important? We have been mentioning it a lot. So does that mean you automatically remember what it means? Do we know what whole numbers are? Well, if you're still not sure, you can go to my very first topic where I covered natural numbers and whole numbers. When you watch that video, I believe you'll be able to understand exactly what whole numbers are. I'll leave the link in the description box below, okay? But in a nutshell, whole numbers are basically positive integers from 0 to infinity, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth, okay? So how do we subtract whole numbers? Allow me to take you back a little. In addition, we learned that order doesn't matter, okay? We learned that order doesn't matter. There is no difference between adding something like this. There's absolutely no difference, okay? Because you'll still end up getting the same answer as long as you align the digits in order of their place values, okay? We learned last time that order doesn't matter in addition, okay? You can add the numbers in whatever order you like, whatever order that makes you comfortable. However, in subtraction, order really matters. It's true to say that 10 minus 8 is equals to 2, okay? But you can't say that 8 minus 10 is 2. Are we together? Because 8 minus 10 has a different answer, okay? 8 minus 10 has a different answer. So working out addition and subtraction are a bit similar, just a bit. So like in subtraction, just like addition, we also need to know the place values of each of the digits in a number so that you are able to arrange them vertically, okay? So at this point, I'm assuming that we all know how to subtract numbers with one digit, like 8 minus 5, 7 minus 6, and so on and so forth. I won't get into that today because I believe you already have that background, okay? So today, I'll basically talk about subtraction of numbers with more than one digit, okay? Subtraction of numbers with around 3, 4, or 5 digits. Okay, and what are digits? We covered that topic some time back. I'll leave the link in the description box below. So whenever we start dealing with numbers that have more than one digit, we always need to know the place value of each of the digits, okay? So how do you arrange numbers vertically in subtraction? Well, let's see how with the help of an example, okay? Suppose you've been asked to work out this number here. Okay? So the first step that you're supposed to do when you're given a question like this is to make sure you know the place value of every digit in these numbers, okay? And I did a video on the place value some time back. If it doesn't ring a bell, I'll leave the link in the description box below. Okay? So what is the place value of 8? 8 is in the ones place, 4 is in the tens place, 6 is in the ones place, 2 is in the tens place, okay? So now that you know the place values of the digits, we can now arrange the numbers vertically, okay? And if you remember very well, I started by saying that order really matters in subtraction. When you're subtracting, you're always required to write the bigger number on top of the smaller number and not vice versa, okay? So in our example, which is the bigger number? Exactly. 48 is bigger than 26. So that means the number 48 must be written on top of the number 26 so that subtracting becomes possible, okay? And of course, make sure you arrange the ones in one column and the tens on its own column, okay? So when we arrange the numbers vertically, we'll have something that looks like this. This is the ones place and this is the tens place. Okay? So, let's now subtract the numbers. Okay? So what is 8 minus 6? 8 minus 6 is 2. Okay? And now that we've subtracted the digits in the ones place, let's now subtract the digits in the tens place. 4 minus 2 is 2. Okay? So yeah, this is a very simple example. The answer to this 48 minus 26 is 22. Okay? Let's now do a more complex example. It's not a hard example. It's just a bit more involving. Are we together? Okay, so what do we do when we are asked to work out? What do you do when you're asked to work out this? Sorry. What do you do when you're asked to work out this? Okay, so let's now arrange the numbers vertically in order of their place values, okay? So you can always write the place values of the numbers on a rough paper each time you're given such a question if you don't know how to arrange the numbers vertically, okay? So if you still haven't mastered the art of arranging numbers vertically without reminding yourself the place value of the digits in the numbers, please do so. Don't try to get ahead of yourself. Take yourself slowly until you master the concept, okay? So we can now write the place values of the numbers together, okay? Okay, so 2 is in the ones place, 7 is here, 6 and 8. For this other number, 8 is in the ones place, 7 and 4 is in the hundreds. 4 is in the hundreds place, okay? Okay, so let's now arrange the numbers vertically in order to subtract them. And one thing that you always need to remember is that in subtraction, order matters. The bigger number has to be written on top of the smaller number. Are we together? So in this case, since this is bigger than this will be written on top of this, and this will be written just below it in order of their place values. Okay? So let's now start by subtracting. Let's now start by subtracting the numbers, okay? Or we can write it here real quick for the sake of space. Okay, so let's now start by subtracting the digits in the ones place. What is 2 minus 8? Oh no, may there be a problem with that question? No, there's no problem with the question, and we have certainly not arranged the numbers wrongly. Okay, so when you see something like this and you know in your heart that you've arranged the numbers well, just know that you are in the right track. So all you need to do in this case is to just borrow 1 from the next number place, which in this case is the number place in the 10th place, okay? So when you borrow 1 from the next number place, you remain with 6 in the 10th place. When I borrow 1 here, I'll remain with 6, okay? So after borrowing 1 from the 10th place, you can add that 1 that you've borrowed to the 1th place. So instead of 2, the number becomes 12, okay? So at least we can now work that out. 12 minus 8 is 4, okay? In the 10th place, we have the same problem. Since we reduced the digit in the 10th place, when we borrowed for the 1st place, we have to now borrow again, okay? So we again borrow 1 from the 100th place and add 1 to the 10th place. Are we together? We borrow 1 here and we add 1 here, okay? 16 minus 7 is 9, okay? 5 minus 4 is 1, and 8 minus 0 is 8. Are we together? And so the answer to that question is this: 8,194. Okay? I think, and that's about it. That's about it for, that's about it. So as usual, I'll leave you with one question for practice. Work out that. Okay? Math is pretty easy and fun, right? Exactly. Don't forget to practice with more questions until the concept sticks in your mind. Are we together? So, and I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all a Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm feeling very Christmassy today. So, Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas, okay? So, if you enjoyed the lesson, feel free to like, share, because sharing is caring, and subscribe so that you don't miss any time I upload a new video. Subscribing is free. Yay! See you in 2 weeks' time. Same place, same time. Bye!